We've just received our FJD Trion S2 scanner. Let's unbox it, get it set up, and take you through how to get it up and running. Now that we've successfully unboxed our FJD Trion S2, let's assemble it. We'll start with our battery and the base plate. We'll assemble this together. Tighten at the bottom, make sure that it's secure. Place it down, and then from there, we'll take our S2 unit, our S2 sensor. Then we'll attach the battery until we hear a click to make sure that it's secure. Next, we'll attach the RTK module with the camera on the bracket. Now that we've attached the bracket, we'll plug in the cables to their assigned ports. We'll now attach the cell phone holder. We've now successfully assembled our S2 scanner. Let's now proceed with the first start and the workflows. First step, power on the scanner. To power on the scanner, press the power button once. Once you've pressed the power button, then you can proceed to power on the camera. We can now connect to the scanner using the FJD Trion Scan application. To connect to the FJD Trion S2 scanner, we'll use the FJD Trion Scan app. Before we open the app, we'll turn on Bluetooth and hotspot on our smartphone device. Once these are on, then we can open the app. Once we've opened the app, we'll go on Add Devices. We'll select FJD Trion S2. We'll select Next. Then we'll select our device by confirming its serial number. Then we'll input our hotspot name and password. As you can see, our S2 now says device connected. We can now proceed by selecting the right RTK module. For this case, we're using the SR module. Then we can select OK. We are now under RTK settings. This is where we can configure our end-trip details for RTK while scanning. We'll go under Mobile Station Settings, then select Add. We can now add an end-trip profile. This is the profile that we will use when scanning with our scanner. Now that our RTK setting is successful, we can proceed to exit our RTK settings and go back to the scan page. From here, we can select Scan to start a scan. To be able to scan with RTK, you must be in an open area where the RTK module can check satellites. We are currently indoors and there are no satellites being tracked. On the scan page, you can see how much storage is available, the battery percentage, the camera icon indicates that a camera is connected, and also the RTK status indicator by the satellite. When RTK is fixed, this will have a green indication. Before you start scanning, make sure that you've got the latest firmware of the scanner. This you can do by selecting the Settings tab, then selecting Firmware version, then select Check for updates. As you can see, we have the latest version of the firmware on the scanner. We'll now proceed to go scanning. To start a scan, the scanner needs to be on a stable surface. This we will do by placing the scanner down. Once the scanner is static, then we can select Scan and start our scanning project. We'll select OK, then the initialization process will start. Once the initialization process is complete, we can pick up our scanner and start scanning. Initialization is now complete. We can now start scanning. For the first 80 seconds, we'll just make sure that we maintain a fixed solution and work a figure S pattern until we see RTK data in use for mapping. We have now completed scanning the area we wanted to scan. We can now complete the scan. The scan is now successfully saved. We will now go through how to set real-time colorization when scanning with the FJD Trion S2 scanner. Let's do this on the FJD Trion Scan app. We'll go on Settings, then we'll turn on real-time colorization. Once this is on, we'll go back to the home page, then we'll select Scan. Once we have selected Scan, we'll key in our project name and start scanning. We'll select OK and wait for the initialization process to complete. Once this is complete, we'll start scanning. Initialization is now complete, and as you can see while scanning, you can see real color of the scan environment. Let's now proceed with scanning. This is what real-time colorization looks like. Let's now look at the different connection modes. There are two connection modes, STA mode and AP mode. STA mode is the default mode that you will get when you power on your scanner. This connects to the Trion Scan app using Bluetooth and hotspot. This you will see by the LED light on the scanner being green. To switch to the AP mode, you press once and press and hold. This will change to AP mode and the LED light will become solid blue. In AP mode, your scanner broadcasts its own hotspot. You will connect to this hotspot on your device, then you'll open the Trion Scan app. Then you'll be able to connect to your scanner successfully. To connect to your scanner in AP mode, go to Wi-Fi, then connect to the hotspot of the scanner that it will broadcast. Let's do this. When asked for a password, the password is FJD Trion S2, all small letters, then select Connect. The scanner is now connected. You just need to make sure that the connection remains connected. Tap for options, don't ask again, then select yes. Now we can proceed to the Trion Scan app. We can see the scanner is online. We'll select on our scanner. It will take us to the RTK model selection. We'll confirm that it's an SR module, then select OK. We will now exit RTK settings. Now we are on the home page. We have now successfully connected to the scanner in AP mode. In AP mode, this is also when you can scan without RTK fixed solution. The SR module will log static data or redex data, which you will then use for PPK processing. We'll now proceed with scanning, and this is also when I'll show you how to do a loop closure. I will now show you how to do a loop closure. When doing a long scan, you will normally see an indication on the scan app that says you need to close a loop. This is what you will do when such a message comes up. We have closed our loop. Now you can see on the Trion Scan app, on the loop closure indication, the count has now increased by 1. This is how you do a loop closure. I hope you have enjoyed the unboxing of the S2 scanner, the assembling and the overview of the different scanning modes.